And we're back.
Yes, just like that. And in studio, we have with us Miss Annie Cuevas. Thank you for joining us. She comes from the Online Art Academy.
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Miss Annie.
Good morning, Marlene. Good morning.
Long time no see.
I know, right?
Right? You're
It's
always
been a while.
cooking up something special.
Always trying.
And this time, it's an online program. Tell us
Yes.
about that.
Well, it has been in the making for some time now.
Okay.
And COVID made it a realization. We have had our kids out of school for almost 2.5 years, and a lot of them have lost the basics. And even though they're going back to school a little bit hybrid-wise, it's still a struggle for many of them because they have lost a lot.
Yeah.
And so myself and a couple of teachers came up with the idea that let's do this online to help them strengthen their background, especially two major courses, which are math and English, because those are the two that has always been giving our children problems over the years. And we also threw in their expressive arts because we're balancing their academics with their mental health, which is so important. We have found out that many of our kids are struggling mentally. Academically, they haven't been doing well because mentally they don't want to do this online. They want to socialize. They want to see their teachers. They want to play ball with their boys and girls. And so we threw in their arts and music. And we have Kirkland Smith, who will be doing the arts.
Yes.
Excellent artist.
Yes.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
We have Miss Stephanie Koi, who you saw yesterday a part of the orchestra that dealt with Right Honorable Dr. Sir Manuel Esquivel's memorial service. And we have Miss Shamira Lambe from Punta Gorda, and Mr. Ray Martinez also from Punta Gorda. So you have 4 teachers there that have maybe 100 years of experience in the classroom.
Wow.
Music, arts, we're looking at math, and we're looking at English.
Yeah, and those are the most important parts. I think over the years and since COVID, Belize must come to the realization that the old way of doing things, of textbooks and teaching to regurgitate, is no longer existing. We need to start having critical thinkers. And that's one of our major problems that we're having. Back in the days, you used to sit in a classroom. If the teacher says the sky is blue, the sky is blue.
Yeah, no questions.
Thank
No
you,
questions.
Right?
Exactly.
I got in trouble all the time.
Yes. Me too.
How dare you ask the teacher why?
Exactly. I'm always at Sister Caritas' office. Bless your soul. I love her. She's like, okay, what did you say?
Yeah.
Because I was one of them that did not just sit there and say, okay, well, that's right, teacher.
Yeah.
I wanted to do more.
Teacher said so.
Exactly. The classroom needs to be more facilitated.
Yeah.
More than a teacher standing in front there and giving you the information. And I'll be honest, sometimes some of the contents are not really true. I was listening to your conversation before with Black History, and that tells us a lot, that we are starving to find out more. And some of our kids will ask us questions and we really don't know. And so the online academy is to open your minds a little bit more and to give you an idea that the basics is good for you and that you'll do well with the rest. Because I have noticed that many times our children struggle because they can't read to comprehend. They only read to read back.
Yeah.
And so when you ask them about the topic, what's going on, they have no idea what you're talking about. And we're also mixing a lot of the traditional with the modern, because I noticed that over the years, the curriculum has been packed with so many things, which is so senseless. I have no idea why they're doing this. Why are they filling up more for teachers? And these kids are not grasping these things. They're not. Having 8 teachers for 6 hours is really ridiculous in a classroom. Having 1 teacher for 6 hours can be tedious in a classroom.
Yeah.
They need an outlet. They need to do more. And I am all for we mixing it up, where in the morning times we do academics, in the afternoon expressive arts.
Yeah, yeah.
Wherever you find yourself. If you are a dancer, you go into the dance club. If you dealing with music, you go to the music club. And I think these are the things we need to get back to balance what has been happening for the past 2.5 years. So I think these are the things that we want our kids to reach out and for them to understand that, hey, we are supporting you, we are there for you, and we're not throwing everything at you like what was been happening before.
I welcome the conversation we had with Minister Zabana this week, talking about the curriculum reform, saying exactly that. You can't overload the curriculum. You have to go back to the basics, and it must include sports and expressive arts and other skill sets that are important for children. So let's hope that that process is fully embraced and that we see a rollout of it very soon. But in the meantime, you are offering a supplementary part.
Yes.
And I wanna dive into something really important here. We've heard it mentioned that there are going to be children who have fallen behind in the past 2 years. And I give all credit to teachers. You know, everybody's figuring it out as we move along. But I am very worried that children who have already been disadvantaged before the pandemic are perhaps even more disadvantaged going back into a classroom. Is that kind of where you hope you'll be able to help?
Yes, that's the where I want to bridge the gap. Because that's one of our issues. Many times I've spoken to teachers. I've been doing these things for almost going on 30 years now. And I have listened to teachers a lot. I was once a principal, and I remember them saying, you know, they're the few that are doing well and will do on their own without them. But the majority needs them, and it's hard to get to them because you are, I think the teacher before was saying, this is the time, this is the curriculum, we have to. And I was one of the leaders who tell them, listen, we don't teach the curriculum, we teach the children, we teach the youths. So we have to figure out exactly where their weaknesses are, and for us to grasp that. And I think that's one of our problems, that they give you a curriculum for the year and you have to finish it. But then what's the use of finishing a curriculum when the children haven't grasped anything? And then you put them up for the next year. It doesn't work that way. The educational system should be a spiral effect. What I have grounded you, if I've taught you cat and bat and rat in infant 1, in infant 2, you should be able to put cat, bat in a sentence, because it should be a spiral effect. I should not go back and teach you about cat again. And that has been our major issue, that many leaders are, and I've spoken to some principals myself. Many principals are afraid of going that route and not going the curriculum side. I'm not one of those principals. Because I believe that our objective is to ensure that each child is not left behind. And we should be able to, through this type of online academics that we're trying to do, find a talent. If you look at the different countries around us, many of our people who have gone up to stars is through talent, whether it's in sports, whether it's in music. Look at Jamaica. Jamaica is a country that's very violent over the past years, but they have become more of a tourism attraction because of the talented people that sings, right? We have people who can sing too. We need to figure out how we can use that to help our country. We need to put those, that's why expressive arts, sports are so important, because I might not be able to do it academically, but expressive arts, by drawing, by singing, by dancing, I will be able to be out there and express myself. So we need to learn to bridge that gap.
So then coming back to full circle into the School of Arts, how do you plan to break that down for the day, I imagine?
Yes.
So how does the day look like at the online School of Arts?
Well, it's going to be only on Saturdays, because we know the kids are going to school now. They're back in face-to-face. And we start off with expressive arts. We do it differently. We won't start off with English and math. We start with the
fun stuff.
Yes, we start off with the fun stuff, which helps get them ready mentally, keep them happy, enthusiastic, because music does that for you. And of course, getting your hands out and taking a brush, it's really therapeutic. So then in the afternoon, we'll have English and math, where we go right into that after your mind is set, your body and soul is there. Then we set you into the English and math curriculum. And so we're doing that a bit different than the schools would be doing it, because our main focus is for you to feel comfortable and for you to be able to ask questions to these professionals and say, you know, I was having problems in this, would you be able to assist me? And they're also ready to help these students to get them on a level where they feel they're comfortable with, because many times they'll be in a classroom, even though it's hybrid and there's a little bit of students in the classroom, teachers are still not able to find that gap to say, okay, I can help you, because they have to get ready for the next set.
Yeah.
And I think people really don't understand that. But this is a way that parents can bolster what their children are learning and enhance their artistic expressive skills. Let's talk about, are you going to differentiate based on age groups or classes? Or
Yes.
it's one big group?
Well, it's going to be, we're gearing towards children in standard 4, 5, and 6, the upper division,
upper school.
because they will be transitioning to high school in a couple years. And so the effect of the 2.5 years that they were out will really affect them in high school, because I love my high school teachers, but they're not primary school teachers. They will not go back to the root causes and to the roots like what primary school teachers would do. So we want to ensure that they're grounded in their English and math especially. And some of these teachers are always saying too that we can integrate with social studies and science and all of that, because it's also an integration too. But the basics that we are doing is English and math, because those are the two core subjects that you need to pass in any high school you go to. And also to the fact that they are the ones that usually give our children's problems. So we're trying to make sure that bridge is there, and that the children feel comfortable. And this would be an atmosphere where they can ask questions and don't feel as if, I'm in a classroom, should I ask, should I not ask? It's all online, so we want to get as much children as we can. We wanted to start from February 12th, but we push it back until the end of February to the beginning of March, because some people have asked for that.
Okay. So people still have time to sign up?
Yes, they still have time to sign up. There's a QR code right there, because we're being technological now. And so you can just click on that, and then automatically Google form will come up.
Okay.
And then you can fill in all information, and it comes straight to my email, and then I could register you. We have art supplies that are for you, and we also have musical instruments.
Yeah, I was going to say, the fee includes all the supplies that you need.
$250, yes, includes that's all for you when it's all finished, and it goes all the way until June when school closes, and we're looking at working on summer classes also.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Annie, we thank you for coming in to tell us all about your online program in math, English, music, and arts. That's a great Saturday spent.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, once again, you can find this information online. You also have it on your Facebook page, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
So people can be able to access it there. Thank you, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and take our final break. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.